Welcome back to JHL Cinema Clash. Today we'll be going over some recent castings, flops, and cancellations. We're going to start off with the MCU casting for X-Men. So far we have for sure, and these are confirmed castings, we got Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. We already knew that one from Brand New Day. But some that I was discussing with Jay earlier, we have Samara Weaving playing Emma Frost. This is confirmed already. She's from the Ready or Not franchise. She also was in Monster Truck, which me and Jay was discussing today.
He almost hit me.
Yeah. I was like, that's an animated one. He's like, no, bro, this is a real live action.
Yeah.
But it was. And then we also got Kit Connors as Cyclops. This is confirmed as of today. We also got confirmation of X-Men being released in 2028. So what do you guys think about those castings so far? And what do you think about the X-Men coming out in 2028 instead of 2029?
So what I think they did a good job of casting because they put someone that's familiar with Emma Frost. So it's not someone that's always going to be in the picture. But I love that they picked someone with not a huge name to play Cyclops. That you could build him up and you will have your fans always seeing him and knowing him as Cyclops. You could do any other movie and that's Cyclops. That's going to be his first big role. And if he doesn't flop in this one, which I always say is never the actor. It could be the actor, but majority of the time is also the writing and,
Well, remember he also played in Warfare? That was a good movie to me. I enjoyed that movie. And then he played voice acting in The Wild Robots, and, he played in Rocket Man and Ready Player One. So he has a few big movies under his belt, but nothing to your point where he was that kind of role. You see what I'm saying? Where he was that guy on it. I'm excited to your point. He's young too. So I'm super excited where we can hopefully get a whole franchise of the X-Men going. I remember we spoke about Adam Driver. He's actually not confirmed yet. He's in deep talks, but there's a few people like Charles Milton is in deep talks to play Beast. That's going to be a dope one too if he actually gets the role. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for all X-Men. I enjoyed it as a kid. So
how about you, Laz? Are you any excited or?
I got to be honest with you. I'm not too familiar with this kid who's playing Cyclops. It's hard for me to see it just simply because we've seen for so long the previous guy. It's kind of like a Captain America situation. But I don't know. We'll see. He's got a lot in his favor to kill it. So
he's playing. They gave him the chance. They're giving him a leader. He's the leader of the X-Men. So they're going to give him that space to grow. And like I've always said with you guys, Marvel pushes their actors to their limit, physical-wise, acting-wise. And they have this trick under their sleeve. I don't know how they do it, that they make you fall in love with certain characters they want you to fall in love with. Like, they give it the effort. And like we said last time, they have to have this push for Cyclops. And I think the cast, I think the kid looked, pretty Cyclops, looking, the red hair and shit. So let's see how that goes for him.
Well, in other news as well, we'll definitely be getting a Storm here shortly because, again, more news. Storm is rumored to come out in Black Panther 3, which I'm excited for as well. So hopefully they get us an actor. To Jay's point, I like that they're bringing fresh faces. I know I love my old actors. Yeah. But I'm excited for the new class to come in. I'm excited. It's kind of what I was telling you guys. I'm tired of Professor X being Patrick Stewart. Nothing against him. He played an amazing role. He made me believe he was Professor X. But now it's torch passing. Give me a new guy. Give me somebody that's fresh and new and like restart this franchise all over again.
We had them for so long that the franchise did get stale, unfortunately. Not that they were bad in the role, but it got stale. So I think it is time for some fresh faces.
Yeah, a retouch. You understand? And what's good about it is you got this new generation. Obvious, we're old guys, but we got this new generation of kids and teenagers, whatever, that are gonna look at this movie and they're gonna feel the same way we do when we see these characters. Oh, I've seen this character and this actor in such character play, and now they see him in other movies, and oh, that's that guy. Like we were just saying, Storm or Cyclops. What is with Storm is they have to make sure they pick someone good because she's such an iconic character. You can't flop.
Yeah, but
with her.
I think that list is like it's a pretty big list of character or of actors that are out there that can portray that role pretty good. So that's one that for some reason I don't feel too concerned with the casting as much as I do with Cyclops.
Well, we'll see. I think he'll play a good role. Here we have a few cancellations, right? Some that we don't really care about, but there's some that hit close to home because we were expecting it. So the MCU is rumored to make less live action TV shows going forward, and will focus on Daredevil, Born Again season 3, and Vision Quest. But for the time being, they're going to be focusing on animated shows, kind of like the X-Men '97. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's their answer to DC, because now it seems like DC, although DC has had a couple of cancellations as well,
which we'll talk about in a few.
Yeah, but I think DC is starting to realize that they missed a little bit on the live action series. You know, after all the success that Marvel had with Loki, with Daredevil. I don't know. I just think it's a weird thing for them to do, right? Like anime, although it's good and yes, it has a big following, but not as much as live action. I don't think. Who knows? They clearly know more than we do. But
well, if it's like X-Men '97, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm enjoying season 2. Yep. I enjoyed season 1, and I'm excited what they're gonna bring. If they're like that, not like because. And I know people are gonna hate me for this, but the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, to me, was okay. It wasn't like, damn, I love this show. I didn't not like X-Men.
But you know why?
I mean, it was decent. It was decent. I'm not saying that it wasn't decent. It was decent. But to me, it's not like X-Men '97 where I'm waiting for that next episode because I'm hyped for it.
Because I think what flopped with Spider-Man was a little bit of a flop is because they made it too not anime, comic book look like, and we're used to that cartoony look like anime, and Marvel's we've noticed what Marvel is weird.
The casting in the Neighborhood Spider-Man was just weird to me, bro. Hyro knows what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say something, but we're gonna stay quiet. But
Marvel, we're gonna just keep pushing on that one.
Marvel is notorious of taking turfs, and if they see that DC's having that good turf, I feel like they could take over that. We have a bunch of characters in Marvel that you can make shows out of. With DC, I've noticed that they get stuck on a good handful of characters, and that's what they want to push.
Yeah, but I think now they're shifting with that, and we're probably getting ahead on the topic. I'll hold that for the next news we got coming up. But
well, let's just see what Marvel does. You understand? I don't see them flopping with their cartoons. Like I said, we do have characters that we do like.
Absolutely. So with the recent cancellation at like Wonder Man, even though they confirmed season 2, they actually canceled it out. And then we also have Mahershala Ali saying that he no longer wants to play Blade. I think that he's already done with waiting around for the actual movie, and even then, I think that Marvel kind of scratched it. I think that one touches near and dear to all of us because we were all excited to see him as Blade, and I think he would have killed that role. To be honest, I think he would have went in on that for sure.
He would have. Something I won't, and this is off. Well, it's not really off topic because it is news too. But Jamie Foxx confirmed he's coming to play, and this is not an MCU movie, but he is coming to play Spawn. I'm excited for that. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been rumored for a few years now, and finally confirmed by obviously the producers and him himself. So
I think he'll do good there.
Yeah.
But going back to the Blade situation, I wish the movie would have came out because knowing the movies that we saw back then with their CGI, I could only imagine what they could have made possible with this movie. And you guys know I like horror movies, and obviously it doesn't have to do nothing with horror, but having those vampires fighting this human, well, half human, and seeing him go crazy on it, it touches home.
Yeah, I'll be honest I was excited.
I don't think they should have did a movie. I think they should have took the leverage that they already had with Moon Knight and brought him into a live action series and used him as the leading actor or as Blade himself. And I think that would have been good enough for the fans. I would have enjoyed seeing a series of Blade because
not a bad idea.
The amount of stories that they could have did there and the amount of seasons and crossovers with Moon Knight and Daredevil, all that, dude, it would have been killer, bro.
That's a good point. Yeah,
for sure. So I also have Sony CEO Tom Rothman. He said the studio isn't working on any new new Spider-Man spin-off movies. He says that the audience it's not what they want. Obviously, without Spider-Man, doing movies with the villains is not. But I did see that they confirmed an animated movie with Venom.
Okay.
But Tom Hardy will not be the voice actor for it.
So he played a good Venom. I like the Venom. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't mind it. To me, it was a good Venom. At least the first one was really good. The second one was mid, and then the third one was garbage. But or was there a third one? I don't even remember.
Yeah, you have the one. You had the first one, then the one with Carnage, and then the one him.
Yeah, second one.
Same.
The second one was with Carnage.
With Carnage, yeah. Then the third one, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that he has that Venom horse and shit.
Weird as shit, bro.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of that one. I'm excited for the animated movie. Just because Sony has Enter the Spider-Verse, and to me, those movies are fire. I can only imagine a Venom movie, right? I'm not sure what's the storyline behind it. I'm not sure if it's going to be just like him being an anti-hero, because there's a brief moment in the comics where he's that. I'm not sure if that's what's going to be the storyline, but I would like to see what they have to offer, just because Enter the Spider-Verse was so far.
So I'm going to be honest. They already offered us a Venom movie. I would like to see him to go full on villain mode. That's what I would like to see. Mind. Have him go into a movie, or have him be that main character fighting Spider-Man. I think that movie would be successful.
I mean, so it's animated, not live action. There's no live action. It's just an animated movie of Venom. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We also have reports that Batman. This is now we're going into DC. So we also have reports that Batman 2 and 3 will also be back to back. And it's one of the reasons that they pushed it back. Now, I'm not sure. I've seen mixed rumors of what's his name, Robert Pattinson. Mm-hmm. And I have rumors where he's not Batman, where he is Batman, but they gave us a teaser in Comic-Con where it's just him looking up and turns, and you can see that it's Robert Pattinson. So I don't know. Detective wise, he did a decent part. I wasn't a fan of the film. And they have the same director. So what do you guys think about that news?
I don't want to see it anymore. Like, let's just turn the page on that book. And I think they just need to scrap every project they have in the works right now and start from scratch, bro.
Well, I can't agree with you there, because he did a pretty good part as a detective Batman, and like I always told you guys, now they're gonna give him room to grow as Bruce Wayne, to see now if they can take that more.
He's not gonna do it if this is the third film, third and fourth film that they're gonna do with this guy,
and he hasn't. It's 2 and 3.
Well, they have 1 and 2 already, right?
No, they don't have 1.
They
2
have
and
1.
3 is gonna.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so they're working on 2. I just can't see it, bro. I can't
let him grow.
And sometimes the thing about this character, right? The thing about Batman is that you have to be able to have a balance. It's very similar to Spider-Man. If you don't have a balance between the two, because Bruce Wayne is just as important as Batman is, and without that, I don't want to see that, and I'm sure the fans don't either.
Okay, lads, but this is what you do have to see. Look what they did with Spider-Man. They gave him room to grow, and we got both of them.
But that's where you're mistaken, because Spider-Man was good from the get. I mean,
not at both characters. He was right there.
Tom Holland was good at both characters. He became
and now he's great
by the third one.
Okay, but what I mean
is not good at both. He's mid at best at one.
Yeah, but now
he played a good detective. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
him as Batman was putting shit together. The way he was putting shit together, and the way he had all his files together,
and the fight scenes.
And the way he was the thought process. I thought that was really, really good. Not to skip over the subject, we got 2 more things to go, and then we're gonna cut off. Blue Beetle's TV show has been canceled, but he will appear in Man of Tomorrow. And then Warner Brothers Studios says, with the recent flops, that they assure us that the next upcoming projects will be better, and moving forward will be better. So what do you guys think about that?
So for me, Blue Beetle was more for the kids, the younger, yeah. And now let's say if they can drag it more into that serious part.
I thought Blue Beetle was good. I don't know if I would have wanted to see a series, but I thought the movie was good. I would have probably wanted to see another one. And it's good to know that they're at least bringing them back in another film, even though it's not going to be a film of Blue Beetle. I think what they'll probably end up doing, and their goal is bring Christopher Nolan back to do some sort of reboot with Batman. It has to happen. It was their most successful character. I don't see them continuing with that guy to do the Superman movies either.
I do.
Well, we'll see what Paramount has to offer, because remember, Paramount bought Warner Brothers, so we'll see.
This is true.
What they come up with, and what their approach will be, if they're gonna keep James Gunn as the lead guy for DC. I'm excited either way. To your guys' point, I'm gonna be honest. Blue Beetle they try to do what Marvel did again. Marvel being superior, bring out characters that most people don't know about. To me, it wasn't a bad. It didn't miss, but it didn't hit neither. I would have preferred to see him as cameos, like, what character is that? And kind of make you research who this character is, and then let's bring him into maybe a show, or maybe more cameos and stuff like that. With that being said, we have Supergirl as one of the biggest comic book flops of all times. I'm going to read you off the bottom 4. The Marvels with 206 million, Morbius with 167, Shazam Part 2 with 134, and then Supergirl at 126. Before you guys say anything, another fun fact about this is Superman and another fun fact about this: Spider-Man made more in its opening week than Superman and Supergirl in its entirety. Hold that. Stop putting Spider-Man as number 3 in the Mount Rushmore. Let's give this motherfucker his flowers. He is the main superhero of all time. Yes. Spider-Man 1, Superman 2nd, or Batman 2nd, and then
you go on and versa.
But Spider-Man is that guy. He made more than an entire Avengers team in a weekend.
But this is something
goated.
But this is something that I told you guys. Marvel knows how to do their movies. They give you the storyline. They graduate you all the way. DC doesn't. DC just throws shit at you, and let's see what sticks to the wall.
That's now. Because, well, I mean, just be honest, with The Dark Knight, that you can't tell me any of those movies were busts. All of them were great. Great movies, iconic.
That's what I always told you guys.
Besides Batman, besides Christopher Nolan's Batman, and besides all the movies of Batman, because Batman has been carrying the franchise since I can remember. Now, I know there's a billion Superman shows because
Man of
there's
Steel
a bunch.
Was good, bro. Man of Steel to me was good. I know it was a little different of storyline that people were used to, but I thought it was good.
So Henry Cavill made that movie good.
He did.
He portrayed the Superman that they gave him, and because of his acting, made the movie better than what it was. But Batman is the person that's been carrying that franchise day in and day out.
I've always told you guys this.
From the beginning, from Joker with Jack Nicholson, even hell, we can go even back. That cheap ass fucking Batman that had fucking Robin with fucking Speedos on with no pants.
The Winston Batman.
The one that had $20 budget with them fake ass spiders that used to come out, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Since back then, he's been carrying. They need to bring back Christopher Nolan. He recently did the Odyssey. Hopefully, we can do a review on the Odyssey and see what it's about. None of us watched it, but all I've heard is good things about it. Christopher Nolan is a GOAT director. The guy that directed Spider-Man, he don't miss. Wonder Man, he directed that one too. And I know Jay hasn't seen it, but Laz saw it. That shit had a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. He created Spider-Man Brand New Day, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. And he did Shang-Chi, 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I enjoyed Shang-Chi. I know Laz don't like it. But the old school karate...
I didn't say that. See,
the old school karate that he brought to that, and that end fight, and I'm gonna continue to say it, that end fight between him and his dad with the rings tossing around, top tier, bro. That guy's a GOAT too. They need to bring that guy into more. They're trying to cast him again for Spider-Man 5, and we just got Spider-Man 4. Let's just put it like that. Marvel and Sony are trying to get him back into the studio.
That man has literally got a blank check in front of him.
I'm sure that they have it. Well, guys, that's all that we have for you guys today. Go ahead and follow, like, subscribe. And if you don't, go ahead and suck my...
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift.